Hey everyone, you're watching Me and My Golf. It's time for the Impact Show. Andy, what are we doing today?
Right, today we're going to show you guys how I read greens. Let's take charge of your game.
Right then, Mr. Proudman. You're actually a half-decent putter, aren't you?
Well, you know what? I actually think I am a good putter.
Yeah.
And there's always, when we go on the golf course, I always seem to hole some lengthy putts. And I really feel that that's partly due to my stroke, but more to do with how I actually read the greens. I feel I do a reasonably good job of actually reading the greens. And this is what we want to talk about today. There's loads of different ways, but really I'm just talking about actually the process that I go through in order to get the right line and speed and all that. So hopefully you can pull a couple of things from this that could help you, because there's no one way. It's just about finding certain things that suit you. And we're going to break my process down to help today as well. So if you can have the right process, you could have the best stroke in the world, but if you're rubbish at reading greens, then you're a bad putter. So I think you need to make sure that this is a big part of it in what you do.
Okay.
So I actually haven't read this putt either. We've got an uphill right to left, probably about a 20-foot putt here, maybe just a little bit over. And I'm just going to take you through exactly what I would do. Now, firstly, before I get to this point, I will be walking onto the green and using my feet. I'm walking on, I'm making sure I'm getting a feel of it straight away. I will look down the hole, I'll look at how the green's situated. I'm taking in as much information as I can. Before I even get to the golf ball, I'm taking in with my feet. So now what I'm doing, I will come back and have a look. Now I'm directly now in line with the ball marker and the flag. Now this is a right to left. So what I like to do here is, I don't like to stay here. I know that I'm going to be aiming somewhat right. So I like to position myself and figure out where my start line is. So I'll move now to the left to have a look at where I feel I need to start this. Now some people like to do aim point, which is great, picking a spot to the right of the hole and almost playing it like a straight putt. I don't see it that way. I see my ball always curving into the hole. I see a curve. So what I really want to do from here is I want to imagine the curve. I'm imagining where the golf ball is starting, imagining the journey and imagining the golf ball going into the hole. So once I can track that back, for me then the important thing is, well, how can I just get the ball starting on the right line here? If I can get the ball starting on the right line, I can then block that off and then really focus on the pace. So this is quite a bit of a swing appearance, uphill, definitely from right to left. Now from here, if I'm really struggling to get it, I might have a little bit of a walk. I'll walk up here just again to take in some information with my feet, just to feel what's going on. I'm really making sure, yes, I'm using my eyes, but I want to make sure I'm using my feet as well. I don't like to go behind the hole. I don't like to go there. It tends to sort of give me some mixed results and confuse me. I will only go there on a very rare occasion if I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. Okay.
Just explain to me again on the feet. What do you mean by using your feet in the ground?
So I know now, I'm really aware of how my feet are feeling. So I know now my right foot is extremely higher than my left. So I'm taking in the severity of the slopes, and that's going to give me and feed information back to me to go, well, actually, are my eyes matching what my feet are? And I've got two things to actually work from here. Eyes and feet make a big difference. Some people just rely on the feet when you've seen the aim point guys, but I really like to use my eyes because for me, they're a powerful tool. And I suppose it's a mix of the two, a combination of the two.
So you're painting a visual picture and adding a lot of feel into it as well. So you're actually getting a really good, hopefully a really good result of what this golf ball is going to do.
Yeah, meshing it all together. So what I'll do then is I'm making sure I'm situating myself on my intended start line. So this one here now, I'm looking in front of the golf ball within the first, let's say 12 inches to get an intermediate spot. I want to make sure that I can get my golf ball starting on the right point. So I'm just going to put my ball down and I'm going to come back now. And I'm just going to really focus on a spot where I want to start the golf ball over. This is quite a bit of break on this one. So I can pick something on the first initial point there.
So the greens are here at Sanctuary Cove are actually really good. So how can what about if the greens are so pure that it's hard to see a spot? Is there always a spot there generally?
There's always a spot. You'll always find something. I don't think I've ever not found something. So,
even on the purest?
Exactly, yeah. So, okay, I've got my spot, I think. So I'm walking in, I'm not taking my eye off the spot now. The spot is just here on the ground. And all I'm going to do now is focus getting my putter to point on that spot.
One thing I will say here, sorry, the kangaroos love you. They're all lining up.
I'm obviously
over
saying
here.
some good stuff, Pierce.
They're all lining up over here.
So I've lined myself up now, and now I forgot about it, Pierce. I've done my alignment. I'm not going to think about the alignment now. All I'm going to focus on now is the pace. So I'm looking at the hole, and I'm going to have my practice swings now, do my best to feel the ideal pace. The line's taken care of. I haven't got to worry about that. I've
So
done
you've boxed that off almost.
Boxed it off. Now the feel is the most important thing. So I'll have a couple of practice swings, really trying to replicate the shot that I want. And then from here, I'll then move in, I'll have one look, and then I'll just go. So you can see, I don't need to hit anymore. But that for me is my process. And as I said, I feel I do a really good job of that. But I think the important thing is, we just talked about, Piers, is a lot of people get over the golf ball and they will be so focused on line that they're still thinking about line here, and that causes a lot of tension. Grip gets tight, a lot of tension in the club, putter sort of, they feel the putter wobbling around a bit because they're trying to control the start line. For me there, I've done the start line, I've lined up, my process is good, I've sectioned that off, I've forgot about it, and then I've just moved in, and I'm really just then focusing purely on actually just getting the right speed.
You're totally right. The tension creeps in, but also the ability to hit a good pace as well. So they might leave it 3 foot short and 3 foot past or 4 foot past, and then suddenly going, oh, I never really thought about how hard to hit it.
Yeah.
Well, as you said, there's no point in hitting that putt again. But how's about, let's just take this one in here. So I'll tell you what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to go through the whole process. We're going to do it at normal speed now, because there was a lot of information there which is important. So we've got to get that information.
Okay, normal speed.
But I want you to go normal speed, and I want you to just commentate on what you're doing. So I'm just going to go behind so people can see the line.
Okay, now I'm going to walk up this one, Piers, because I know there's a bit of a slope on this. Now I'm imagining now as I'm doing this, I know this ball's going to go into the hole at this angle. Okay, if it's going in at this sharp angle here, there's a lot of break. So me having to walk up to the hole there, what it's going to do on the last part of the journey there is really important, because I saw there's going to be a significant break there.
Okay.
Okay.
So use your eyes. You've done the journey because it was a little trickier.
Okay, so again, I'm feeling like I need to come more over this way to get me on my start line here.
Okay.
It's going to break a lot at the end. I think I've got my mark. Okay. Kangaroo's coming over again. So I've got my line, which is just here.
Okay.
I'm moving in now. Going to get the first part done, the line here.
You see a considerable amount of break on this one.
So now I'm just moving to the side, and now focus is just purely on pace. Okay, I'll just do one more of those. Imagining the ball come off the face there. I'm tuning myself into that pace there. Okay, maybe a bit soft on that one. So for that one there, really, ball's coming down here, and it's then going back up the hill. So I'm gonna have another go at that one, Piers.
Yeah, we're doing another go, yeah?
I'm having another go at that one. That was a poor job on pace on that one.
Yeah, so again, that wouldn't be you thinking about the line, that would be you, because you'd have still boxed it off, yeah?
Yeah,
so you were just thinking about the pace, you just got it wrong.
Yeah, and just, when I look at this now, I'm going, okay, look, the last part of the putt is quite uphill here.
Yeah.
So I need to make sure that I'm putting that into my plan.
Okay.
And you can see there was plenty of break on that one as well.
Yeah, plenty of break, yeah.
Okay.
So you're a little bit closer, so it's almost kind of the same pace you just did. Maybe a little harder.
So even when I'm over it now, I can really feel that my toes want to push forward, so I can really feel that slope.
So you're aware of the slope when you're over the ball, I like it. Much better.
You can see how much that's moving from left to right as well. So you can see how much this ball at the last minute wants to move actually this way. As it slows down in speed, well, that's the benefit of moving up here and having a feel of what's going on. Imagining the end of the putt going in this part as well. And that was still breaking past there as well.
Absolutely.
So we hope you enjoyed the video there, guys, and you got some value to help your game. Now, one question we get asked all the time is, how can we get coaching from you too? Well, we've created a membership website that basically encompasses our coaching philosophy that's there to help you. And we've got loads of coaching plans on there. Break 100, Break 90, Break 80, and a brand new one, Piers, that's just out, isn't it?
We have indeed. How to play golf, the basics. So if you're someone who's just starting the game, you may well be just starting the game, this is the perfect plan for you. Also, if you're watching this and you've been playing a long time, but you want someone to play golf with you, you want a friend to take the game, then how to play the basics is perfect for you. So click the link down here, go and check these coaching plans out. They've had so much success over the years, and if you haven't done one already, you're missing out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.